Hello everyone, we are back with Rain Code. Time to head further into the labyrinth as I use the fast forward button to actually get into the place. Time to see what lies beyond this door. Oh. Was that door there before?
There's another door!
I guess the game really wanted to mess with us.
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared!
But what is it?
The Mystery Labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Yeah, that is a very neat aspect. I do like that.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
Forced to choose the wrong way in order to think outside the box.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
So what was
You
it?
sound disappointed.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route!
It's not even named. Oh, never mind. It's about to be. Ow. Entered and killed.
They used spectral projection to enter and kill him?
What the Vivia?
Then, the culprit is...
What the shit are you on about?
I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before. How dare you trick me!
Why is that an option?
There is no escape! Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged!
Imagine if it actually just is Vivia, and this is literally just a way of them just outing him.
Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and boom kill this dude!
But why is that an option?
Hold on!
Is there another one behind us? Do we look on the other side? Maybe there's a fifth option. Why the hell? What the hell is this route, though? Via spectral projection? Out again?
Another trap?
That's why I said to wait. There's no way Vivia is the culprit.
Yeah.
Then, prove it and
Oh
beat
my
this
gosh.
thing.
There's 5 of them now.
I won't be
One of them
convinced
smaller.
until you do.
Alright, time to figure out what the Jeez, 4 in a row? Via because you cannot touch anything while using. Oh yeah, sure. Nor can it be heard. This. Easy.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form.
True.
He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything.
You say as you're blushing.
Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
You're not wrong on that part, at least.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Anyway, let's go back.
Thank you, Luke from Street Fighter. I know him from so little things. Despite the fact that he's recently made a big name for himself.
He's not the culprit? Then we're back to square one.
It's really funny. The 2 things I know Alex Lee from are this and Zenitsu. The 2 things that I've experienced, at least. That's a wide freaking scope, man. You have like the most like Vivia is just the most like passive, barely even speaking character in existence, and then you have Zenitsu, who freaks the hell out and is like using the entirety of your vocal cords in order to deal with.
Let's try
That's
going back to the
insane.
fork in the path. Or maybe something else changed.
All right, time for part 5. I'm guessing there's gonna be one on the left now. It is just pranking us left and right on this labyrinth, isn't it? Oh, we didn't even have the funny.
Nothing's changed.
There aren't any new doors.
This is weird.
What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
She's cracking her knuckles.
Hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely.
So how do you want to die someday? Do you want to die of old age or something? Like,
But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
do you think we go back somehow and maybe something's changed in a previous
But
room?
that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Nothing. Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Oh, philosophical time? Let's go.
Huh?
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it? No matter how cruel that
Yo.
truth may be.
Sorry, that is thumbnail material. I need to get a snapshot of that one.
Can
That
I
one's gonna-
handle it?
That one is gonna come in use for this episode.
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
Huh.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
Who were you saying that for, though?
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet. Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice.
Damn.
When that happens, you have to prove your conviction and expose the truth, like you said.
He's really helping Yuma, I think, to develop as a person. Like, there's been some help with, like, from Halara as well. But Vivia works as a good, like, mentor character in a way, oddly enough.
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
As an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something. This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path? That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
I still don't know where we're going with this, but I'm here
So
for
if
it.
I change my perspective here, I might see something new.
Think outside the box, turn your thinking upside down.
I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to, then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
Oh, we're back to swimsuit. Can I get in that barrel? I think it'd be a nice place for me to rest. Nope, this is all for me. Alright. Oh, it's too bright. My eyes hurt.
Are you ready
Who?
to play the Shinigami puzzle?
Who is capable of overcoming the security system? That's a good question.
Twirling, twirling, twirling.
Fuzz? Nah.
Twirling, twirling, twirling. You're wrong.
Nope, it's not on my pal. Wait, maybe it is. I don't remember how to spell.
Right.
Interesting.
Go, go, go.
L. Got him. Only made one mistake. That's pretty good. On my pal. Damn, the spin too? Good on you. Blow him up. Yeah, this isn't the first time we've had to change someone like this forcefully. We had to do it in in chapter 0 as well. Whoa. Stairs. We just ignore all this stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
wood appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
Vivia pulling a claptrap and just being in despair at the existence of
I wish you'd
stairs.
express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
I've never been happy or sad in my entire life. I want to die someday.
This guy's hopeless!
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Yeah, at least he's consistent. You really plan on going forward? Fine. See you later, Vivia. He's just staying there. Bro is going to frickin' just chill for as long as he can. Hopefully it's the correct one this time. Let's move it, Master. Sure thing. Meow.
When you think about who could get past security,
Is that the...
the only option we know of is Omnipow.
Never mind. Okay, never mind.
True, and that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
This is true.
But it's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
Damn, we're already at the
I
clouds.
don't know yet, but since Omapal can get through security, it must be important.
But I thought they said they only have one. And I thought the one that can get through is the one we were using, so that seems a bit interesting. Hard to tell. Oh.
It's sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way.
Oh, jeez.
Huh? Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the?
Oh, it's showing back
Wait.
this.
Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, well, they said that... what was it? They said that anyone can enter the airlock no problem, you know? People could just chill in there, even if someone else is going through the place. So the culprit could have hidden in there, and maybe they had like one of the pads and were using an Omapal. But the question is, where would they have put an Omapal afterwards? Maybe that's hidden in the airlock as well, and there was actually a second one? Oh, jeez. 3 doors again?
The mystery materialized. It must be related to what the doctor just said.
And bye-bye, neck. Was directed at who?
So the question is, who did the doctor say? Who are you to? Well,
He's just sitting down.
I'll leave it to you.
I don't get how you can keep reading at a time like this.
I mean, who are you was directed? I would naturally assume it would be Omapal.
Stop this thing!
I would naturally assume it's Omapal, but I would, you know, the detective or the culprit must have gotten in there at some point before we got there, so... No, we went in. Yeah, no, we went in and then the culprit was killed. Dr. Wesker was killed when we brought Omapal in there. So it must have been the culprit, right?
I can certainly understand why you'd want to choose. I
Okay,
considered
fair.
all the various possibilities, but I couldn't figure out a
Shit,
way.
okay, I
If
guess it was
I'm
that.
right, then there is no basis to infer that someone had entered the doctor's lab at this point, which means you can't say the doctor was directing those words.
So it
to the
was
culprit.
That feels really weird to direct it at the robot, though.
Yeah, That sounds right.
Why would they freak out so much about it being Amapal, though?
At this point in time, you still have, however
Wait,
weird
huh?
it may be to talk about a robot having an alibi. And normally, I don't believe anyone would shout out, "Who are you?" to a robot.
Okay, that was the main hookup I had on it.
Right.
Man, I suck at this. So no one? But why? Why would they have said it to no? Are they freaking schizo? Like, are they just have?
The trap didn't activate. Does that mean we found the right answer?
Like, are they actually schizophrenic? I mean, I know he's literally been isolated for 3 months. So I guess it's not past the realms of possibility, but it just, huh.
Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
Maybe he's just super damn paranoid.
Security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right? And that was before I borrowed Amapel. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
What was the doctor's motive?
Why would he say that if no one was there?
I
What?
think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
What? But that route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
No, it definitely
It looks like this is
seems.
the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind. It could be an important factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
Vivia, isn't like your favorite pastime to crawl into cramped spaces? I feel like you would love being in there. Is this really the right path? I've got a bad feeling about this. You really plan on going forward? I already said this line. What a thrill. Except
So,
we're only
Master,
crawling
did
through
you have an idea about
events.
what the geezer was thinking?
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?" I think the doctor was putting on an act.
Really?
An act? Really?
The doctor put on an act for a reason, but I have no idea why.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. He wouldn't have a way to fake his own death, surely. Like, maybe that was a body double or
We
something?
have to figure that out by going down this doctor's motive route.
But still, even if there was only one person, they still wouldn't be able to commit suicide, right? You can't commit suicide because of the 3 stab wounds to the back. Unless that was prepared beforehand somehow. Looks like we're having a reasoning death match. Back to Yomi.
He's here too?
You rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way?
I don't know, maybe.
Morons! He had no motive at all!
Well, he said there's nothing here.
Thanks,
Let's head
Vivia.
back.
Let's
We
get
can't
out of
do
here.
that. If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
Nah, fine.
I'm only here because you maggots piss me off. So, I'm gonna end you here and now!
Alright, what do you got? It's interesting that they're changing how that shows up. Back to Kino music.
This was all part of the doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all. That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was
Ow.
no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood. You probably
What
don't
you
know
got?
this. Weska put his soul into his work.
Ow!
The
Oh,
research
jeez,
was
this
going well.
is going tricky.
The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu.
Oh no, that's where it was. Between until just recently. Oh shit, we just still don't know what that it's about. I forgot about those notes. Out of here. Bro was freaking doing correspondence with someone and trying to escape.
No, the doctor was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape Kanai Ward. He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little...
Oh, and to get out. Bye bye. Had to get a sip of water.
Yomi's
Whoa.
rebuttal. What was that? What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
Huh.
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Right.
Seems
The
likely
doctor
at
was
this
going
point.
to betray Amaterasu. And whoever he was emailing knew that.
Maybe it was Yomi if he was trying to deny
So
it.
the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps the doctor's act had something to do with that.
Jeez. A lot of interesting stuff go. Ah! Ow. 3 doors again? Jeez, we're having a lot of
It's
doors
the
this time.
security gate. Everything's locked up.
And
Which
Oh.
means this is a complex problem.
faking his death.
We have to choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
This is way more hassle than before. Guess I'll leave it to you, Yuma.
As always.
Oh boy. Nothing behind us. Blackout. Terrace bombing. Nah. It's gotta be this, right? Swapping places. Bada. Being splashed with sulfuric acid. Rendering the victim unrecognizable. Huh. Oh. Yeah, maybe that was it. He was trying to swap places, but he actually ended up dying himself.
Oh, the door actually opened. I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
So he was planning to swap places with someone, but things went poorly and he ended up dying.
Are you sure you aren't a phantom?
And then we go. Oh, hey. Amaterasu Corp. What the heck?
So the doctor tried
Complex
to swap places
formulas.
with someone else to escape from Amaterasu. The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid. He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
Yeah.
At the very least, it'd buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward. Or so he thought.
Or so he thought.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid?
Wiggly fingers.
Yay! So cool and grotesque!
Yeah, better just ignore on that
So
one.
who is the substitute supposed to be?
Maybe
That's the question.
the hitman. The doctor was under surveillance by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When
Huh.
he learned a hitman was after him, he figured his chance had arrived. The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
Oh yeah, he kept saying like the hitman isn't here yet or something like
The
that.
hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
Huh.
but the hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
And that was the act he put on by asking, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
He was trying to lure Master?
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, since the hitman never showed up. So if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system, and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
That seems
Jeez.
overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out.
Restricted area.
Well, he couldn't have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence.
Huh.
He needed visitors, people from outside to pull it off.
Makes sense. Need someone from outside of the usual scope.
So if I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab...
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now.
Girl, you need to calm your hormones. I don't even know what type of hormones you got, but probably an emphasis on the whore part.
Aw, so close.
You want that?
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom killed by the hitman. I get what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom, we at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange. So the problem is, when did they actually enter?
I mean, there was certainly a large period of time because Yuma and Tetsuhiko left. Fubuki was the only one there, and they never left at that point, but they had a lot of time while we had to go and wait for that freaking robot researcher to give us Amapal, make it all the way back, and disable the security. So there was a long period of time that they had access to, that they were able to do stuff, you know? Ow, my eyes, the flash pain. It's late, stop it, cease. Oh, gee, oh, that's interesting.
Where are we?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
This is cool.
Shinigami?
Yeah! Master! This looks like an important turning point!
Oh, I like this. I like the presentation.
So, is that your final answer?
What does she do? Does she have a mic?
I haven't said anything yet!
Boom. Okay.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside. Now then, here's our fateful fork in the road. It's life or death!
It's definitely before, because we know that Amapal witnessed the... Yeah, definitely.
We are at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last.
Actually, there were 2 times when Amapal malfunctioned. Once when it first entered the airlock, and the second one when it got knocked over.
Now, Master, which one will you choose?
I just want to pause frame on this because that's a good cool art. I like it. I don't know why they suddenly changed to this presentation, but I like it. It's fun. Yes.
When I directed Amapal to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him, which means he was murdered before Amapal entered the doctor's lab.
Your answer? Is correct!
Yatta!
Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Double down. That presentation change was so random. I have no idea why they did it, but I loved it.
Little, We're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet.
Yeah.
It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapel entered his lab.
Yeah.
During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
But the question is how,
So the
because
most
he
likely
didn't
time was
disable
when
the
you went to borrow
security.
Amapel, Master.
Yeah.
The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But
That's what I was
Fubuki waited
thinking.
at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapel.
They must have been in the airlock
She
before
said
we
no one
even...
entered or left the lab.
They must have been in the airlock since before. Like, they must have been in the airlock for a long period of time. Oh. We're going to another one of these? Nope. We're back here, I see.
Huh?
Whoa.
We're back on the original path.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in. Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
And wash out. Where was the culprit before the crime? Airlock. Easy.
This is a map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in, this route will be clear too. Do you know where, Yuma?
Yes. Spot selection. Before the crime was committed, it's gotta be in... This is the front room. This is the airlock. That's the gas chamber. That's the... It's gotta be here, right?
Here.
They must have been hidden there, just like when we left.
Culprits must have been here.
Please be lucky. Well, not just luck. I use my brain, but still.
It opened!
After the exchange on the intercom, given there was always a detective at the front chamber, when we went to borrow Amapel, the culprit had to have already made their way inside. But the airlock is the only location that isn't affected by the security system.
Yeah.
There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
By the way,
Right. You went inside the decontamination device to check it out. Nice memory.
Yeah.
Another mystery solved. Just how far are you planning to go, Yuma? We still got a ways.
I thought he was just hiding in there to avoid being spotted after the crime. So you think the culprit was in there before the crime too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Before and
The
after.
culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapel into the airlock.
Yeah.
And from there,
Whoa.
Yuma, you guided Amapel to the doctor's lab. So the culprit entered the doctor's lab before then? How would that be possible?
Oh, jeez.
Only Amapel could get past security, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next big question.
Maybe
Maybe the culprit used another Amapel unit.
There's a lot of them. No, there's only one.
The researcher mentioned there was only one functioning Amapel.
Yeah.
Which means the Amapel Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
So the culprit must have taken advantage of Master's Amapel to get into the doctor's lab.
Well, we spent...
That's the only way. But how did they use it?
I think it's pretty obvious from here.
There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
There was an insane period of time that we were...
Well-
Holy shit.
I have an idea.
Here, wait, before Vivia says that, I want to say it. I'm pretty... I mean, I don't know if he'll actually say it while we're walking here. We'll probably have to answer it at a thing. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be that, you know, we opened that door and it took forever to open. And even Desuhiko was like, come on, Yuma, get a move on, bro. he was chilling there like, bro, can you please get a move on? Like, I want to be out of this hell. And so then and you know, that door took forever to open. So my thought is maybe in the time it opens, the culprit slipped through a crack way before Yuma did, and then very quickly murdered him, and then hit it the side, and then, you know, booked it after kicking the shit out of Amapao. I don't know how, I don't know about the gas chamber though, how they got past that. Was it just shut down after Amapao went through it?
How about giving up? I'm getting tired.
It must have taken a bit to decontaminate though.
Motion denied.
Ow. Ah. Most. Ah, my eyes. Back
Another
again.
fork in the road. Such a complicated mystery labyrinth.
There are so many doors. We've gone way past 9 of them. Ow. I deserve that. How did the culprit use Amapao? Snuck
Yeah,
by.
each problem lies the truth. We're definitely getting closer to the heart of this mystery.
As a shield.
Then
Wouldn't it be as a shield? Because then they could get past all of the traps. Because of it, they were able to get past stuff like the one,
Huh? What do you mean, use Amapao as a shield?
Amapao is supposed to be sturdy enough to withstand an elephant stepping on it, right? The culprit may have used Amapao as a shield against the security system.
So, the culprit followed behind Amapao to avoid the toxic gas and explosions?
yeah, that's it.
I get it! You're so smart, Master!
Not in the
Really?
literal sense.
I don't think so.
Huh?
Hey! Master just showed off how smart and logical he is.
Oh, there's a yes and no up here. Oh, shoot. Giant robot. Ooh. Oh, it's a concentrate thing, isn't it?
Wasn't smart after all! Come on, take it from the top!
So gas can be bypassed with Amapao. Yes.
It's gonna crush us!
What? I guess they talk about being in the same room. Okay. Alright, whatever. I guess I suck.
Yeah! Even if Amapao itself is fine, it wouldn't be able to protect the culprit from the toxic gas.
Oh. The culprit itself. I thought we were just talking about in general. No. So I just made a mistake?
Even though Amapao is sturdy, it couldn't withstand the high voltage shock from the panel chamber.
I guess it was neither then. Alright, it was indeed neither. I am just a fool. I'm getting tripped up a lot by the way they word these things.
Which means it'd be impossible to use Amapao to protect yourself.
I thought it was I thought it meant shield as in like following behind it
Well,
afterwards.
you're realizing this now. At this rate, you'll be a grandpa before you stop being a rookie.
Listen, calm
Perhaps
down.
you will improve in the next life.
At least Desuhiko has approved me of no longer being a rookie, okay?
I'm trying my best in this life.
Alright, fine, it's neither then. I thought I was being clever with wordplay and stuff, but no. Frick off, game. Jeez. Gotta be this one then. Process of elimination.
Neither is really the right answer?
Given the process of elimination, that must be it. Amapao's hands aren't designed to hold anything, so it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor.
Yeah.
Which means Amapao wasn't the murder weapon, and the culprit couldn't have used it as a shield. It can't neutralize the toxic gas, and the high voltage shock will destroy it.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapao?
By waiting and seeing, which is kind of what I thought the shield thing assumed, but whatever.
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
Oh,
That was the wrong answer! Come on, Master!
no, it ain't. We just gotta do a free fall. Ow.
Huh?
Being Yuma is suffering.
Here.
We've been here before. It looks like we've been brought back.
But the door we opened earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
And bye-bye. Where was the culprit before the crime? What?
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
Well, the logic is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
Yeah.
So you want to choose the same answer and keep going?
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again.
What?
We'll just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapao. And I refuse to walk any more than I have to.
That's a new animation, him just curling up.
Hey, don't sit down!
What should I do?
Stand up! Stand up right now!
Forcing him to his feet.
Stop it. Leave me alone.
It's like a freaking mom with this, like, it's like a mom with a shut-in
If
child.
you want me to leave you alone, then help my useless master out!
Fine. Just one thing then. We're back at where was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at how did the culprit use Amapao? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapal was used?
Help him out more! More!
Just mess with them.
The culprit was hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right?
Sorry, this is just a funny shot to me. It's too bad that I can't just remove the UI but have the animation keep going. I think that'd be even funnier, personally.
At that moment, only the culprit and Amapao were there. So maybe the culprit did something.
Huh.
The culprit did something to Amapal?
Clues are always there, right under your nose. It's a detective's job to notice them. Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail? Try to remember.
Something strange. Hey! Now that you mention it, back then...
Oh.
Hey, the screen lit up. So this is what Amapal sees.
Oh yeah, and then the stutter that I mentioned.
It's like the cockpit of a mech.
Whoa, what was that?
Then it stuttered.
Did it break already? I thought it was state of the art.
No, it's alright. It's stabilized.
Something happened there.
There was a moment when the camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapal. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose. You don't need any additional help from me.
My work here is done. But you didn't do anything. Turns coat
that
and
was
leaves.
a clue to help solve this mystery?
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them. Perhaps there is more you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual?
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Anything else? It's not like Amapal's camera showed the culprit.
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange? The culprit must have gotten ahead of Amapal, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera? If the culprit went past Amapal to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
They wouldn't have been able to pass anything. My thought is, what about that footprint on its head? Could it can withstand 100 kilograms, they said. They made mention of the weight. So could a person stand on top of it?
Now that you mention it,
But they wouldn't be able to withstand the pressure or anything, yeah?
But
I
nobody
don't
showed up
know.
on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off? How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapal's camera?
Hey, aren't you just adding another mystery?
No. All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma, the mysteries you face now can be solved with a single answer.
A single answer?
Sheesh. I talk too much.
You're never allowed to say that. Whoa. What caused it malfunction in the hairlock? How did the culprit use? Oh my gosh.
It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Let's stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
Or not. I'll keep reading. Well, you
Wait.
things up.
Wait, no. How large is an Amapal again? Could you hide inside of it?
Remember what he said, Master. All it takes is one answer to solve these mysteries. Use those weak brain cells of yours and think!
They're strong, they're not weak.
Culprit's location. Amapal's usage. Its malfunction. Why didn't the culprit appear on camera? All this can be solved with just one answer?
It wasn't inside. They weren't inside of it, were they? Like, that would protect them from, like, the gas. It wouldn't protect them from the electrocution, but... maybe they were banking on it, working on that? That's what... No. Wait, it was on top of the head. What? I thought... How would on top of the head help, though? Oh, where was the culprit before the crime? Oh, it changed over time. As a playmate, as a weapon, it's transportation. As malfunction in the airlock. Culprit jumped on it. Why didn't the culprit appear on camera? They were on top of its head.
I got it!
But how does that work if the...
The culprit rode on Amapal's head, using it as a method of transportation.
Holy shit, nice front flip. That's cool. I mean, that explains the footprint that we saw on top of its head finally. That's been bothering me since the start.
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Frickin' Yuma's reflection on the side of the screen. Do y'all see that? Just on the right side next to Vivia is very funny to me. I don't know why, just his reflection on the wall is extremely funny to me. He's just staring there like it's a frickin' like astral projection or something.
Absolutely. I will find the truth no matter what. This is for the Nocturnal Detective
I'm
Agency.
still confused on how Amapel helps with the frickin' gas though. That shit's supposed to kill you if it even makes contact with the you know, the thing. It's supposed to kill you if it even makes contact with your skin. So how does that help if you can't get inside of it?
You said the culprit rode on top of Amapal.
Also, did frickin' Vivia just like spawn in and have to drop to the ground?
What did you mean by that?
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapal and used it to get through.
But how does that work? You better explain this.
After we left Amapal in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device. Then they jumped on Amapal's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
Huh.
That's insane.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable. Amapal can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So someone riding on it shouldn't affect its functionality.
The
True.
shoe print on Amapal's head wasn't caused by someone kicking it. It was left there from the culprit hopping on and off.
Yeah.
After that, the culprit simply rode on it as it moved toward the doctor's lab.
I did think that footprint was really strange because of the way that it was planted. Like, it was on top of its head. If it was on like the side or something, that'd be one thing. Like, you could dismiss that as kicking it down. But usually, if you are kicking something, you wouldn't be placing your foot on the top of a flat surface and then pushing it. You would just kick it from the side.
By doing so, the culprit was able to evade the camera and remain hidden as they made their way through the
I'm
lab.
still curious about how that works with the poison,
You're
though.
right. If it's true, then it does solve all of the previous mysteries. Imagining the culprit riding on a robot makes me laugh.
That is a pretty funny imagery, I will give
But
you that.
Numa, have you not realized it? You're
A
still
contradiction?
missing something. One major mystery remains.
Is it what I'm talking about with the poison and the high voltage?
What's with that huge sigh?
The greatest mystery of this case should appear soon. Just the thought of it gets me feeling down.
This
Oh, boy.
case's greatest mystery?
Is it, what is it? Is it the identity of the culprit? Because that's certainly going to be one. Back
This
again.
is the panel chamber.
Oh,
That means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah?
and boop. When did the culprit get off Amapal?
Is this the greatest mystery you mentioned?
Not exactly what I was envisioning.
Well, this is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
Beats me.
When would it have been possible for them to get into the room ahead of us? When going through the door, before opening the door. Huh. I mean, you probably want to... I'm probably making this too complex. I should... it's probably while.
The culprit murdered the doctor before Amapel entered the room, which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of Amapel at some point. It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Oh, they just
Right.
leaped
The
over.
moment there was enough space for a person to slip through, the culprit hopped off and went inside.
Like this?
What, you're gonna show us a demonstration? Oh. Or at least that's what I thought. Maybe not. Or maybe yes. It's hard to tell. Loading, load. Oh shit. Another one of these, huh? Uh-oh. Yomi again? Oh, Yomi number 3.
We still haven't reached the goal. I thought we could get into the doc's lab now.
Well, we're not gonna do it now, and we're not gonna be doing it today, because I'm gonna call the recording here. We've made a lot of progress, and I'm pretty sure we're getting closer and closer to the end. There's still some mysteries left unsolved, but I think for the most part, we still have quite a bit actually, but as far as how the thing was committed, I think we're getting pretty close in that. So next time on Raincode, we're gonna take it to Yomi and see what we can find out. It's about time we took care of this guy and maybe we actually start getting towards who the actual culprit is. Thank you very much for watching, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.